Hey everyone, Jutto here. Time for another Build My Bases. Today we're building Riceboro, and we are just going to get straight into a little devious trap combo that I came across. So, just kind of looking at my notes. So we need 3 high. So I reckon we could like maybe fit it here if possible. Okay, so let's kind of, I just want to line this up, so maybe start it here, I would say. Well, we can start it here. Okay, I'll just kind of get started into building. I'm not gonna kind of explain it too much, but basically the idea is we can do that. Is we kind of have like a little tunnel in. We'll kind of build the sides so you get the idea. But yeah, really simple trap, but really effective. I think it'll catch a lot of raiders off guard. So this one I'm calling the hidden behind bolt, just because it's a bolt that you don't necessarily can vet, like as you're kind of clearing the base. Likely it won't catch speedrunners off guard, but it may catch off like inchwormers. So if you're having problems with inchworming players in your base, this might be the one for you. So okay, so we want the star of the show is a bolt trap here. Importantly, it does need Hunter. I don't think you need Relentless for this one. I think it's actually better without it. Just because it's like such a very up close kind of trap. Okay, and then you've got the picture perfect on the hollow. So this is like your kind of behind trap element. Okay, and then next you want something to kind of drag you in. For those raiders that aren't kind of slow, you want something to kind of get them to engage. I'll just kind of build out the sides here. Okay. Alright, so far it's coming together. Now, got to be a little careful here because we need a valid Harvey path. So if you're building this, you definitely want a path for Harvey to go, otherwise it kind of defeats the purpose. Okay, so how's that look? So we're coming in. Okay, next we have a corrosive. Okay, next we want, yeah, so the corrosive. Okay, just a regular, it doesn't need opaque, I don't think. Would it benefit? Probably not in this particular instance. Okay, and then we want a... So basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to bait out a bolt, right? So like as raiders are coming through, they'll see like a threat over here, and so they'll shoot it, right? Instinctively you'll shoot whatever threat is here, and then the idea is like you want those raiders to then go retrieve their bolts. So most raiders, when they come here, they've shot their arrow here, and they'll kind of come to here. This will look like bedrock, so make sure like you're building into bedrock. So bedrock's here or something, just enough to kind of disguise that. Like you don't want a sky base, for example. That just won't work. But in any case, imagine there was some bedrocks on the sides here. They grapple up, to get a better vantage, because you can't grapple from here. I guess you can, but in any case, even if they did, they grapple up here, they've got this behind bolt shot to kind of target them anyway, so that's kind of the idea that we're trying to build. Okay, so next we want that bait. So we can build this out. Okay, and it needs to be a valid placeable tile for the guard. Okay, and you can choose which one you want. Like, you could do a cannonback, you could do a ravager, you could do an enforcer. I wouldn't recommend the melee, so assassin and warmonger. I don't know if hornet would work. Maybe with tether it could maybe work, but I'd just go with maybe a short range. Cannonback would be fine too. But yeah, let's go with a ravager. Importantly, we actually don't want armor on this guy. Well, yeah, we kind of want to encourage the raider to spend at least one bolt. I think we're not trying to starve the raider of bolts. We're just trying to force them to make a shot, and then hopefully they come back to retrieve it. So what's going to happen is this guard's going to be kind of shooting from here, and then he'll kind of fall down here, which is like the prime place for raiders to then grab their bolt. Like, it's just like, if it, say for example this was a flat or something and you had vision of it, raiders could simply just grapple up here. But since it fell here, it encourages raiders to then zip up and then down into here, which is what you want. You want raiders to kind of either get pulled by this or zipline up and then get taken off guard from that. So that's kind of what we're setting up. Now, in this space that I did raid, I'll have to... Let me get the name just so I've got it. Okay, the builder name is DELEX GODLESS. You'll be able to find it in the list of random brutals, but that's kind of what we're trying to set up. So in their trap, they've got this. You could maybe put self-destruct, like maybe they don't see the trap, they zipline in and shoot it. It's likely not going to get a takedown, but who knows? We'll just leave that in. Okay, I think that's kind of it. So let's just path this quickly. Okay, and then I think that's it. Oh wait, we want the grabber, the iron claw. And importantly, we definitely want quick launch. We definitely want grease chains. With the new patch, or the new patch at the time of this recording, this has been buffed, so that grab speed will be faster, if you can believe, and the engagement time, like the time it takes for the trap to engage, is shorter as well. So let's give this a test. We'll kind of test a few different scenarios. Okay, so we see the guard. Instinctively we want to shoot it. Sorry, before we keep going, let's make one small tweak to this guard. We want optics. Let's try it, but I actually think the guard will still run to the player anyway. Let's just quickly test. Yeah, he's gonna run regardless. Like, I think until that guard is restricted, and I don't think tether will work here, because it's like 1.5 blocks. We could try. Sometimes, like with this game, just experimenting is kind of the best kind of way to learn the game. Is like, if you're not sure about something, just try it. Like, it takes a few seconds. Sorry. Yeah, he still runs down, so I think just removing mods, or what you could do is switch it to an enforcer. But the nice thing about Ravager is he's a threat that you kind of want to eliminate. Like with an enforcer, normally you can kind of run around him and, you know, he's better at long range. This is kind of medium to short range, so a Ravager's probably the better pick here. He also engages faster than an Enforcer, if I'm not mistaken. Enforcers have quite a long wind-up time, whereas a Ravager, once they're in position, they'll start firing. Okay, so we see this, we just take him out, right? And then we may get caught off guard by this guy, and then get taken out by that. Let's see if I can press T here. It'll probably spawn me back at the spawn. Okay. Okay, so say we take him out, we see this, we take this out, and then it's like, okay, we've got a bolt up here, we've got a bolt up here, let's go grab them. So what I might do is, like, I look at this looks like bedrock, and imagining this was all full of bedrock too, nothing out of the ordinary. And say I went up here, I take this out, right? So I'm here, and then I take this out, and RNG sometimes does this, but you can see how this could work, right? Is those bolts can get you off guard when I'm like only half committed here, and that bunny hop over will cause that to trigger. Alternatively, a third way this can work. So let's just spawn in. Okay, so we take that out. You can crossbow bolt this, by the way, and they'll disable it. And then we just zipline straight up. And, you know, maybe we jump into the corrosive. You know, we might just get hit by the bolt. You know, lots of different ways that things can go wrong. So, yeah, bit of a short one today. Just had this one that I thought was really cool to showcase. So again, the builder is DELEX Godless. I'll try and get into the habit of kind of giving credit to the makers that I see these creations from. So yeah, with that, thanks everyone for watching. If you like this kind of content, consider liking and subscribing. It really helps us out, and we'll see you in the next one.